Counter-proliferations investigations naturally involve something moving across the border. They're just criminal organizations, they're arms brokers and technology brokers, and they're just going to work for anybody that's going to be able to pay the bill for them. They're just there out of greed. Now you also sometimes have the states themselves seeking that technology, but they're usually not necessarily going to go directly to a defense contractor in the United States. They're going to use a broker who's going to try to get it purchased someplace that appear legitimate and then transshipped. And that's really where Europe comes in, because we have such close relationship, and that they are, European contractors and manufacturers are allowed to to purchase items, and we're actually in the United States going through right now an export reform to make that easier, so that our friends can get the technology and the goods very easily, while at the same time as when you open up that ease, you also have to make sure you have a strong enforcement side so that those items aren't diverted for other purposes. So it's not uncommon for within many of our cases to have a broker that's based out of Europe someplace that will work on under the guise of getting it for final destination to the European Union or somebody in there, and actually it's going to be shipped right out the back door to Iran, for example. So many of our cases involve collaboration with Europe, and we've been, I think, very successful in that. Now, we do share data all the time, and the one with Europe, and one of the things that we have, and there's two processes that we can do that through. We can do that through a customs mutual assistance agreement, and that does give us somewhat a great advantage of having HSI and being, as our agents are customs officers by definition, so therefore we can trade from customs to customs and exchange data. So we do that on a routine basis, as well as through the MLAT, which is the formal process from Department of Justice to Department of Justice to the investigators. So I have those two mechanisms.